Hey, what's going on, guys? Watomarmelon back again with the April Modern Card Index, as always. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to click the affiliate links in the description. It supports me, appreciate it greatly, and it doesn't cost you anything. So, starting off with Starlight Rares, we have a pretty similar story. It hasn't been as bad, but realistically, Starlight Rares, since I've done this market watch, have just gone down, 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 down. The reality is that the introduction of quarter century secret rares just destroyed the prices on the vast majority of them. IP Masquerena has received a printing of quarter century secret rare. Apollosa is getting a quarter century secret rare printing in the new rarity collection. Now, there's speculation it's just going to be the altar art. We'll have to see. I think this original art, IP Masquerena, might also take an even bigger hit once the alternate art version is printed in quarter century secret rare. We'll have to see. Stardust Dragon had the tin quarter century secret rare, Black Rose tin, Exodia tin, Dark Magicians is falling out regardless, Trishula falling out regardless. Yatagarasu is actually starting to stabilize. You can see it hasn't moved much at all in the past 5 months or so. 4 or 5 months. So this is one as a collector I picked up. I think it's a genuinely interesting card from a collector's perspective, and it's not doing too poorly for itself. In fact, if we click on it and then go to the TCG player link, we will see that its trajectory is actually, albeit the scale is $1, so don't look too much into it, but the trajectory is upward, and if you look at the lowest listing, we're talking $69, which is well above the market price. So I think people are interested in that card as genuine collectors. And then the big one is Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. This Starlight Rare has started to creep. As a collector's item, I really liked it. I wish I had bought one. But the reality is, as people speculate about ban lists and such, it goes up. $200 card right now, even though the market price reflects closer to 190. It's an interesting one. You can see the trajectory is a pretty nice upward linear trend, but it can't fully buoy the sort of failing Starlight Rare market, which continues to come down. If you look at some of these, it's about $290 for Black Rose, and what you can see is that the lowest listing, their sales at 212. You can see the lowest listing is actually 211. So way, way, way below, about $75 below the market price. And so the reality is that the Starlight Rare market is going to continue to go down as they just get more printings of quarter century secret rares. It's just how it goes. Collector rares actually had their first positive month ever. This comes with a caveat that 0.28% increase is, I wouldn't call it much of an increase at all. Generally, it was helped by things like Wake Up Your Elemental Hero going way up. Toon Blackluster Soldier has gone up a bit. I haven't looked much into that. And then a lot of the other ones are generally just sort of staying the same or going slightly up. I think there are some fears for things like Rescue Rabbit, which has gone down quite a bit, being reprinted in Rarity Collection 2. In fact, I would really not buy right now until we hear about whether it's printed in Rarity Collection 2. And then Hungry Burger is one that's interesting because it has started to go down. This is kind of a meme collector rare that really did quite well for itself, and you can see that it's starting to fall off. I don't know if people have sort of lost interest in it, whether it was a sustained buyout that was causing this card to hold its high price point. It's one of the ones that I said at some point I'll buy, but it just stayed way more expensive than I thought it was worth. And I think as they print more of these sort of OG Dual Monsters collector rares that aren't super playable, it sort of loses some of its appeal. You look at something like Gate Guardian. This one is not very expensive at all. Vinamanaga actually has a lot of room to fall down. The market price is $16. I think that's just due to a lack of sales. Now, this is what I consider to be the most beautiful collector rare, and so it pains me to say it, but this is a $11.50 card, and you can see there are tons of listings on this thing. So it's not one that I expect to spike anytime soon, but it's one where if you're a genuine collector, I would highly recommend this card because it's dirt cheap. Next up, we've got Secret Pharaoh's Rares. Dark Magician Girl is starting to go up. I'll show that because that's the most interesting. Seal of Orichalcos is also going up. You can see the upward trajectory of Dark Magician Girl. Lowest listing is now 409. It just seems like there's such a low supply that people can make these things disappear quite easily. You can see there. I don't know why the screen is so blurry, but you can see there were a cluster of sales recently. It kind of comes and goes in clusters where they're just clusters of sales. I don't know what is going on there, if there's a coordinated Discord channel trying to buy it out or whatever, but going up. Egyptian Gods going down, Neos going down, and then Orichalcos, as I said, is going up. Ghost Rares, I love to say I told you so, but Dark Magician is starting to stabilize. It actually went down this month in market price, but this was pointed out. Someone asked me, what do you think about Dark Magician? I thought that this was overrated, and I still honestly do, but obviously it isn't the case that other people do. See, there's a near mint with a picture for 450, and that I believe is English. Let me check this. Card has the factory pin dots on the back. Okay, so people are afraid to buy because of that. But if we have just a genuine near mint listing, you can see the lowest listing is 490. So that's way, way above this market price. We'll see where it ends up. I, again, would caution against something like this. I don't believe in that card at, as a $500 card. Dark Magician Girl, this is one that's going up. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was wrong for the longest time about these things, but as supply dries up and they stop overprinting Ghost Rares, these are some of the best cards in the franchise in what I would consider to be the premium rarity. I know there's some discussion about ultimate rares or, whatever your favorite rarity is. I think Ghost Rare is the premium rarity nowadays, now that it's not being, printed into the ground and goes from the past. Other Ghost Rares, there are quite a few of them that have gone up. You have things like Red Eyes Black Dragon, which had a considerable jump. Other ones with smaller increases. Winged Dragon of Ra went down a little bit, and then the rest are pretty stable. But I would say that Ghost from the Past 2 is an interesting one. As other things start to fail, I think people are looking at Ghost Rares as a premium rarity. And you can see that's 3 straight positive months for Ghost Rares. And this is actually the closest, since I've been doing this market analysis, that we've ever seen the market closest that it's ever been to positive. It only went down 0.25% or 0.26%. You can see normally it goes down quite a bit more than that. So I'm interested to see where things are at. It seems like things are stabilizing. There's still quite a bit to come down on the Starlight Rares because of things that haven't been reflected in the TCG player market price that have already happened, but things are not doing too bad for themselves. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Watomarmelon, and peace out.